Chapter 4. My initial plan is to refuel in lunar orbit at one of the gateway stations. With fully loaded engine injectors, we'll be able to make the 1 light-year journey just fine. The distance doesn't matter all that much. As soon as the ship is traveling at near light speed, it only requires a marginal amount of energy to keep its momentum. It's the speeding up and slowing down to and from near light speed that requires most fuel. For our journey, we'll have to do the procedure twice, once traveling to the coordinates specified by the doctor, and once traveling back to Earth. Most taxis aren't equipped with enough fuel capacity to do 2 consecutive power-ups and slowdowns, which might be one of the reasons the doctor is so keen on traveling with me specifically. Unfortunately, that plan won't work. If Earth's spaceports are already aware of my wanted status, it means there will be no chance we can dock at any official lunar gateway station. Luckily, there are the unofficial lunar stations, run by individual companies. Some of those companies don't mind bending the rules now and then. They now seem to be our only chance of obtaining a full refuelment. It will cost a buttload of money, but the doctor seems to be able to take care of that. I'm also not sure we'll be allowed to dock anywhere, but we'll have to figure it out in lunar orbit, because right now I need to focus on docking the shuttle to my ship and prepare for power-up. We're currently half an hour away from our rendezvous point with the ship, and another problem already poses itself. Several problems, actually, if you count each of them individually. 3 shuttles launched 10 minutes after our takeoff, and they left little doubt as to their intentions. Taxi LT-22 shuttle, this is UNJ-6. We urge you to stop your ascent and return to Earth immediately. Your ship wasn't authorized to launch, and the pilot is to be apprehended immediately. Return to Earth, or offensive measures will be taken. I don't worry, at least not more than I already did. It isn't a lost cause yet. These shuttles can only be Class C patrol shuttles, given how fast they were launched after our departure. At full acceleration, they cannot keep up with us. However, they might be able to intercept us when we're docking, which takes about 15 minutes, 10 if I'm pressured on time, and believe me, I am. Still, 10 minutes might be just enough for them to reach an acceptable interception range, which means they could fire at us at will. I'm not sure which specific weapons these patrol shuttles are equipped with. We might be able to take a couple of hits, but I would rather not put that to the test. So time is of essence. If we can dock, power up, and leave within 10 minutes, we're good. At least until we arrive in lunar orbit. I push the shuttle to max speed, nearing the limits of what's safe this close to Earth, but maybe I can gain another minute or 2. The doctor knows exactly what to do in a tense situation such as this one, to say nothing. He doesn't even look at me, and I'm thankful for that. We're coming in on the ship, I have visual, and I need to concentrate. My ship has a pretty unique design. 2 outriggers extend from a main compartment, the bridge. Each outrigger houses an engine and fuel injections. The bridge of the ship has the cockpit and the cargo hold. It has 2 docking ports, one up front and one at the back. We're coming from behind, so we'll dock with the rear port, making sure we're perfectly centered between the outriggers, so that I don't damage them. The most important question is, how much do I slow down before docking? Or, in other words, can I find a balance between a bumpy yet successful dock or slamming into my spaceship and death? I'd rather have the first option, so I err on the side of safety, albeit by a slight margin. Our relative velocity is still pretty fast, 5 meters per second, but I might be able to make it work. I keep half an eye on the clock as I'm using the sticks to guide the shuttle not so gently towards its goal. We're still 100 meters out when a message pops up on the shuttle's dashboard. Remote connection established. I tap the screen 3 times in the right places without even looking at it. It makes the ship start the power-up procedure remotely. That'll save us 2 more minutes. I slow down to 3 meters per second because now that we're closing in, I realize we're coming in way too fast. We're now 15 meters out. 12, 7, 5, 3, 1. A huge tremor. In a reflex, the doctor startles and swings his arms trying to grab hold of something. Luckily, he's strapped in tight. We didn't dock, but bumped. Distance is 2 meters. 3, 4. I give some more power. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another bump. but less intense this time. Docking success, the dashboard now shows. I feel a surge of adrenaline. Good, but there's no time to waste. I leave the doctor strapped in and launch myself towards the airlock beneath the shuttle's control panel. It opens and I make way into the ship. I can navigate my ship blindly, so I make it through the cargo bay to the cockpit in no time. Power up 89%, the dashboard shows. Just enough time to set the right course. Of course, it couldn't have been that easy, I mumble as I check available orbital maneuvers for the moon. The closest launch window requires an almost full additional orbit around Earth, which is more than enough time for the shuttles to intercept us. That won't work. Venus would be ideal. There's a huge community of smugglers there. Venus is space pirate haven. But it's too far. We don't have enough fuel to make it. Mars is within reach. But Mars, I don't want to go to Mars. There's so much risk of getting caught by officials in Martian orbit. The United Space Nations headquarters is on Mars. There's very little room for missteps there. Power up 98%. But it's our only chance, so Mars it is. I set the course just in time for power up to complete. This isn't a full power up, mind you. A full power up is required for near light speed travel, but we don't need near light speed to get to Mars. Autopilot engaged. And just like that, we're off. Our velocity is increasing, and for a moment I feel the G-forces pressuring me in my seat. It doesn't take long before the G-shields kick in, and pressure is back to normal. We've escaped. There's no way these shuttles can catch us now, and we'll be too fast and too far away for accurate detection by the time bigger patrol ships reach our parking spot. We were very lucky rerouting to Yokohama Spaceport. It's a small spaceport with a very small police presence. Earth's orbits are, of course, patrolled, but not to the extent that a Class A or B patrol ship can reach any spot within half an hour. Space is big. I smile. Big time. I did it. I survived the first step. I look at Earth's projection on the dashboard, and I can't help but feel that familiar feeling whenever I set out on a new trip. Earth is home, but it also isn't. From Earth's perspective, I've spent way more time on this ship than over there, but from my point of view, even though she changes with every trip, and even though it's hard to resettle time and time again, she is home. See you soon, I say to myself as the globe grows smaller and smaller. I jolt from my thoughts as I remember, I need to get the doctor.